I just decided, why not we throw a one-run drop scenario of Civilization 6? Just because Civilization 7 has been announced slightly via, some of those platforms. I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen a couple things here on the Civilization channel. And I'm doing a one-run drop, so however far we get, it's basically where it ends. I'm going to try to start it at a modest point, not right at the beginning, though I probably should. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. We will start at the beginning and we'll see how far we get. However, I don't know anybody who's still playing this at this time, nor do I think I'd be able to even begin with. Because I haven't re-upped on my, at all, my PlayStation membership. I'm just streaming for the heck of it, because I haven't done that in quite some time. And I'm turning down the disaster intensity because, well, it can get pretty messy and hectic when you're trying to deal with that. I also dropped the city-state amount down because of the fact that there's already going to be a lot of fighting for area. There's going to be a lot of issues dealing with, the barbarians. I'm upping the resources, so it's less likely that we'll have a lot of problems. I'm going to give us the benefit of the starting locations. I'm going to turn off Religious Victory because it is one of those few that you just really aren't going to really want to try to do. I've done all types of victories. It's just, religion is just one of the worst ones to try to do. We'll start it though I didn't want to do it in ancient era. I wanted to do more like classical, maybe medieval. But we'll just see how far we get. Barbarian clans mode. Actually, we want to take that off because although that allows us to interact with the barbarians, it also means that they have the chance of having random types of units that can come slaughter our civilizations before we even get started. I'm going to turn these on and leaving those off. Though I kind of like the secret societies, I'm not going to run that solely just for the sake of doing this. I'm going to just do probably the whole first team. The rest I'm going to leave as either AIs or, something of that sort. 3, 6, 9. I'm going to actually make it a... Take one off that team, take one off the rando lot. There, 3v4 makes more sense. We want these on settler difficulty because if we put them on anything higher than that, it is going to be extremely difficult. However, we're going to put our first character on the highest difficulty, which will ultimately shift things in our favor, I've noticed. Let's see who I'm gonna try to run as today. You know what? Why not? We'll just run it as the Americans in the start, and we'll do the rest of our team, Alexander the Great, and then we'll do Cleopatra. We definitely do not want Gandhi, so we're at least gonna pick some of our enemies wisely. Actually, we should just pick all of our enemies. Okay. Only reason is because if we had to deal with Gandhi, it would be a constant firefight. Because whenever religion and or what you want to call it, technology and score out of the play, Gandhi becomes a ruthless, like, basically will fight you every turn you take. Lincoln gets a special couple of bonuses, as you can see there. He gets film studios, which are a unique building that produces culture, and they get the P-51 Mustang airplanes. Greece, aka Alexander, gets the Hippolytes spear unit and cultural benefits, I believe, and no war weariness. Cleopatra gets other benefits. I don't remember them off the top of my head at all. Just zoom in right now because our area basically is what it is. Pottery, first thing. Slingers. You to explore a little bit of our surroundings. I have no idea where you're at. Okay, so far, far apart. Do not want them splitting very far then from their original starting spots yet. No, I also thought of just doing a gaming video for a little while. I just didn't know what to run. Solely because I'm running out of places to travel around to recently. I mean, just the other day, well actually just last night, even on my way home, I was doing a video and ended up just shooting most of the sky as it was being passed over my car. I just thought I'd do something in between to catch a lot of different people's attentions. You know, because I usually do it that way. Oh, they went up that way. They're in an open field, so we want them to continue to build those units. Because their open area is basically a detriment to them. They're basically could be surrounded by like 4 barbarian villages, and you'd be none the wiser.
I thought clay. It is not wisdom.
Archery. We want to get archery out of the way as fast as physically plausible, due to the fact that we're gonna need that rather quickly. Better against barbarian units. Gold and faith. Mining for them. As long as we keep at least 2 slingers for this kind of a situation. Because right here, like I said, they could have barbarian encampment over here. One way the frick over here where we haven't been yet. Possibly one here. Here. Or even there. Or all of the above.
I thought clay must.
Because as you've seen with our one character up north where we started with Lincoln, there's definitely a lot of barbarian influence. Bless me. This we don't really have to worry too much on because basically our area is 99.9% enclosed. We've got a mountain there, a little walkway here possibly, or more mountain ranges further down. Almost a complete encasement over here. That one we don't really need more than like one archer and maybe one, warrior for that. At least until, you know, like, we get our second and third city. Egypt is a unique situation all of its own as well. One settler start. When they're done being built and we get that one character dealt with, we won't have much more to worry about. So Egypt, as I said, is similar to our starting area with Lincoln up north, only minus the mountain range that we're in somewhere. Okay, so according to the map, Alexander's the highest up. Okay. So, like this area, except for the mountain range, we are basically mostly 360 of water, and basically almost at the bottom of the map, where it's becoming like a snowy tundra. That gives at least 2 out of 3 places a barbarian encampment could be. So, speaking from what I've seen over the gameplay, could be one further down this way. There could be like an island refuge one, like over yonder, a little ways further down. There could be like 4 up this way. But unlikely, there's like possibly 2 out of 3 spots there'll be one. At least for another decent little while.
It is not wisdom.
Those are basically going to follow one after another until practically right about there, because now with that going, soon enough, one can actually add points into that and start needing less of the financial assistance.
It is not wisdom.
So everything else is basically going to follow right after one another. One doesn't learn right away, the other will learn later on, and as a team, the whole team gets bumped up a little bit for each one completed. They basically just helped us out a little more. That just easily eased our curiosity to our mountain range situation.
If there are no dogs in
We're gonna pull them back a little bit. There we go.
When you find yourself in a hole,
Basically how this is gonna go is we're gonna keep most of these guys here, at least till these guys can start branching outward, like most cases. As I had figured though with Lincoln, our situation is actually far better than I anticipated. That can also mean one of two things. We end up with more volcanoes around there than most cases. Don't want to be too close, but we also don't want to be too far away in case we have to quick defend.
move back over the path.
Put him in there, keep us steadily defended if we have to. Barbarians will have a harder time dealing with governored cities. Just had to adjust my hair. So that's surprising. We ran into something I didn't anticipate running into just yet over there. Another village. I expected far more barbarians in that region.
May the forces of evil be...
There's that. Let's get them having animal husbandry, so that way it'll be useful to get builders started. This is odd. I mean, sure, I did select legendary resource caches. Never have I actually been given that much resources. I'm running one of these before like that. Ever. So weird. Typically I get like 4 different types of resources, like you see stone, horses, the deer, the dyes, maybe 1 or 2 of these, but never like 6 different types of resources. And I usually set it up most of the times the exact same way. This is rather odd. Okay. Usually there's like 2 different types of barbarian encampments and these sorts of things.
I'm fond of.
Alright, they're a little behind and ahead. So now, with them having that available to them, I'm gonna start their second unit, city unit. That's what I was waiting for.
I shot an arrow into the air.
That's what I was looking after. These guys are now way ahead. That's gonna draw the barbarians to them like flies on hay water, you know. I'm not trying to swear. Basically, as soon as that actually the builder showed up, was basically when they became targeted. Greatly. Wasn't for them though, they just got attacked.
Every nation lives.
That much I'm aware. I believe one of those might have been for Egypt and the rest were for Alexander the Great. Okay. So here we want to start building builders. I don't want that many archers yet. Now with 2 cities starting, yes, I know it might be considerably a little earlier than it should be. Now that archers are starting to make an appearance. That's what I was looking at right there. Boom. That's one strong scout right there. Typically the scouts are one of the weaker units when fighting barbarians. Usually.
That's the positive aspect.
Looks like they lost the one thing that they were building.
Fond of pig.
Okay, so another person is taking the one that I usually get. Okay, that's not good. Suppose they'll have to do.
It was luxury.
Can't use that area yet.
Mysticism is the mystic. When you find yourself in a hole,
Oh, let's see. Yeah, they're probably gonna lose that scout unit, but that happens. I think that was it, right there. No? It must be the other unit they attacked that time.
may the forces of
Definitely have to make sure that that happens. We don't let them go anywhere without a guide, I guess you could say. That is one tough frickin' little scout, for crying out loud. Dang, damn. I don't think I've ever seen a scout that bad, or that tough. probably the toughest scout I've seen most of my time playing this game.
When you find yourself...
That's one of the ones I like. I'm gonna need to start building stuff. They are now the strongest military force out there. At this present time. Of that there is no doubt. Now we're about even, me and my other character there. Because basically Arthur and Sun Wukong are basically one and the same almost. When it comes to the game stats right now. Sure, Sun Wukong, they're the one hero we just got for the Americans, is the longest living one for sure. He does take a lot more damage than Arthur does, but he deals just about as much, I'd say. His basic melee strength is 32, and a lifespan of 40. He's practically can reach just about anywhere.
Move back over the pass.
Now, for Arthur, he's got a little more melee strength, less mobility, and a lot less lifespan. But his abilities are even more unique than before. Because he can turn other characters into knights. Sure, they die before he does, but that basically amps up the age of almost everything.
Vessel's law, that's the positive. Bravery.
And then a city-state again. Another one. Like that.
Vessel's large.
And that unit is okay, the twins, because at least you get units out of that. Military units and all that. I will bump us up a little bit higher. And there's that.
Bravery. Bravery.
Of all three of these, I think the Egyptian city has the worst starting spot. Solely due to the fact if they had barbarians, literally, they'd be able to keep fighting and making a little extra, you know, like money and whatnot. That's what the extra damage against barbarians perk is for. The more damage you do against them, the more you actually get from it, the better your benefits are. Oh, welcome. I didn't know anyone was watching just now. Well, it's good to know that somebody is. We're currently playing some Civilization 6. It's our one drop, you know, run. We're basically doing a little bit of this, that, and that, the other thing kind of deal. I'm trying to get as far as we can. Just something while I try to think of another video to make later on. Just some filler. Basically, we're playing as the United States with Lincoln, we're playing as Alexander the Great, and we're playing as the Egyptians against 4 computer AIs. Forget exactly who off the top of my head. I know Gilgamesh is one of them. It's like the only one I can remember. Falling back to the city. Where do they are? Too close to a village? What? Where? I don't see no village anywhere. Oh, there's Gilgamesh. Surprise, surprise.
Gilgamesh.
Don't know why they moved. If it wasn't a militaristic unit, they shouldn't have had to move. But sometimes it does. It just does it because it wants to. Where's that ghost tonight? Q. Needed back here.
Mysticism is the...
Man, Egypt did get the worst pull of it all. Just haven't even gotten a second settler yet. It's been building for like 20 turns now. I think that was the one unit there.
Mysticism.
So I think of your crap just there.
Who has grit.
Unless we have to build later. New era.
Thousands have lived.
No, not new era. Okay. No, it is new era. Just as I'd expect it to be.
Position without a...
I swear they already had sailing done. No, the Americans did. The United States, quote unquote. With Lincoln, we finished it with them. I know we finished it with Egypt. I could have swore we did with the Greeks as well. It's definitely our best area because then we can take everything in between.
Don't reinvent.
Yeah, that's taking a while too.
the mirror of the skill without.
Welcome. Currently we are running a one-drop run of Civilization 6, seeing how far we can get with our 3 different civilizations. We've got Lincoln with the United States. We have Alexander the Great. We also have Cleopatra with the Egyptians that we are running. Right now, we have our United States with Lincoln running with Sa Wukong right there, as you see on screen. We're just doing this as a filler bit of content, just so that way, you know, later on down the road I have at least leeway a bit before I have to make another video. And I've just got nowhere to go tonight. So I just thought, why the hell not? Pardon my language. I'm trying not to swear as much as possible nowadays. Trying to be a better person. It's not always so easy to say and do. These barbarians don't stand even a ghost of a chance. They're seriously trying that? Did they really think we'd have only a bit of warriors to protect our city? Man, if they really thought that, barbarians are dumb.
If bread is the food.
We could halt their advance quite well if we get Sa Wukong over there with some extra health. So that would literally knock them pegged down for quite some time. Nice to know.
I don't believe in a struggle.
Nothing yet. They can't really be upgraded yet. Shame. Shame, of course. So now where the hell is Arthur? Is that questing knight? Oh, that is Arthur. Where the hell's the questing knight gone to? Must have died already? Damn. Shame. And again, he's been around for a while. Not surprised.
A strong economy.
Just some small filler content here and there. Not exactly sure how long I'll be on for. Got a long drive tomorrow. Sad I can't really, you know, videotape that. I don't have a good setup on my phone for that. If I did, I would be gladly videotaping it.
Thousands have lived.
Should totally be sending them that way. Welcome back. Or welcome. Not exactly sure if this is your first time or not watching. We're currently just running some late night Civilization 6. Okay. Kinda just making some filler content. If you're interested more in the travel shorts that I make, feel free, or the videos. Feel free to try to tune in tomorrow. I'll try to capture a little bit of my drive. I'm going all the way out to Canandaigua tomorrow to visit an old friend of mine. An old high school buddy. Doesn't even feel like it's been that long, but it really has. I look back about 6-7 years ago, you think, damn, time flew by. Never think it'd be that long.
If bread is the first.
But a lot's changed since then, for sure. A lot has changed. Ourselves as much as possible on that one. Make sure Arthur is as good a use as we can get. Currently just doing some filler content for Civilization 6 if you're just joining us. Doing more travel videos tomorrow. Probably not for a while, but long enough to make sure that there's a decent bit of content to watch. filler content is just what we're doing here now, and that's usually because I don't have anything I'm doing specifically at one time. But right now we're just doing a see as far as you can get in a Civilization 6 run before you get tired. I was just reminiscing on how long it's been since high school. Since high school ended. Mainly because I'm gonna go visit a friend of mine who I haven't really hung out with too much since then. Once in a blue moon, for sure, but...
Each of us is caught.
Someone's buzzing me phone. I'll quickly check and see what's going on. Bunch of nonsense trying to catch my attention. Gotta plug my phone in. Give me a sec. Alright.
Consists.
Scooch that closer. Our objective is to eliminate as many barbarians in the area as possible.
People who cannot fight.
At least at this point in time it is. You really think you were gonna get that far? So mustn't be too far off when I say to go that way. So that hero, one you just seen a minute ago, kills any barbarians that unit is given to the player that kills it, or because that unit killed it. Beowulf is good against them guys. It's one of his specialties, is just to kill any enemy that comes in his way, mainly barbarians. I could still hit that one. Might as well. Definitely know what those were. Egypt's got 2 more units.
Divide and rule.
New government. We'll do Classic Republic for the first one. Okay. 2 for that. Do that one. See? Just told you. As soon as that enemy, or that one unit killed those 2 enemies, they actually became units for the one civilization.
Invincibility.
It's a totally weird concept. Beowulf just doesn't care. He tanks them guys. There ain't nothing they're gonna do about it.
Each of us is caught.
Man, that one unit just ran away. Something fierce. Definitely need builders. Oh, I can actually get some units with faith. That's interesting. Must have been the one perk that they got. I didn't even notice. They don't stand anywhere, even a ghost of a chance against Beowulf. Not a chance. It's almost like this guy ended up standing a chance against the twins there. I wonder where So Kong went off to. Didn't think he was dead yet. Probably hiding somewhere. Huh? And he must have died. Not knowing it. Interesting. Could do that, or I could just wait for it turns. This is where the thought process starts to get a little more considerate, I would say. As I'm trying to use most of the characters to play off the other one's strengths that they get from each other. One gets one thing, another one will get the other, and then the third will get the other thing that the ones don't get. Just the way it goes.
When waste politics is the art.
Building walls. What are you building? You're building a wonder. Okay.
Set your course.
Mathematics. Wealth is going to come into play. Separate, you stay there. Now you are going to go over here and wait. This thing will be done in just a few turns. You. Finish that watermill. Building something else. You need to start building builders so we can develop and start progressing like wildfire.
All I ask, invincibility.
You are going to be placed in there. Extra support. Services. This will become available there. Barracks. Now the harbor. So the moment we start running into the other civilizations is a problem we have to start considering. Because even though we don't have to worry right yet, either we run into Gilgamesh's companion civilization, or we run into one of the randos. That's when we have to start taking consideration, because that's when the rando and the NPCs are going to just start declaring war on one another. We want to at least try to be above their threshold by long before we have that as a problem. And by doing that, and the only way to do that, is to skyrocket above everybody. So right now we've got the military strength. Gilgamesh has culture. We have diplomatic. Yeah, so right now we want to kind of skyrocket everybody and play off each one's strengths. So, militaristically speaking, it should be either the United States, which is the Americans right here, or it would be Alexander the Great, for one of two reasons. Alexander the Great gets no war weariness, so if anyone has to go to war, he would be the one who we'd want to send in, militaristically speaking, because his troops would not basically give up the fight. But later on, the Americans will start being the production houses, a lot like they were back when, back in the day throughout history. America used to produce a lot of shit. Doesn't look like we've got a lot to worry about, though, yet. Right now, it looks mainly like we're focusing on presenting militaristic strength against our enemies. you all the way down there when you could be up there clearing out those barbarians? I just got a first rate profit. I want you to have an encampment as well, just so militaristically sound everything is. Not so worried about the religious aspect of things, it's worthless. There, that's what I'll call it. Perfect, problem solved. One of the few ways you can't really win. There you go, there's some enemies to start clobbering.
And all I had, the poets have been. Mathematics. Sometimes invincibility.
That's kind of make you build. So maybe build something to help bump everything up. He's not getting nothing from that. Sure, we'll put that one up there again. Gotta make a definitive search and destroy for them
Stay.
things.
A physician with writing is easy.
Well, it must be on the right track somewhere.
Writing is easy.
Oh, F off. Take some of these spare soldiers that unit gave them, and we'll spend them wasting away on those. They could use Sinbad in that one.
The poets have... writing.
Taking culture, domination, we've taken diplomacy, we've just gotta get caught up and pass Gilgamesh with science. We should be fine. Should be nearly on top of them at this point. Only way in which I doubt he doesn't have tanks yet, I'm sure. Probably the only way he'd outwit us. Basically all about the same level at this point. Of course, say. Still barbarian. It's an unusual one. Barbarian, if you can go what's not next to it. Screw yourself. You ain't nothing special. Pardon my language. Our explorers can go wherever they wish.
I cannot imagine
New era. So that's where these things have been coming from. Now we need to start taking it considerably. So we just ran into another NPC civilization. Definitely have to make sure we cannot allow them any situation. Oh, wait. I mean, still we have to take it considerably, but that's a, that's a rando one. That's not the one I thought it was. I thought we were gonna run into Gilgamesh's, companion.
normal people.
So engineering they just got. Now shipbuilding is needed. Now we've got the World Congress to worry about.
That good?
And we definitely have to concern ourselves with our border defenses. There is no room for error whatsoever. Put a little bit of extra effort in. Ugh. Ooh. Egypt got hit hard just there.
Victorious warriors.
All that needs to be fixed. Wrap myself up. Huh. You're beat. What are you fucking idiots? Pardon my language, but that's just dumb. Despite them being archers, the witch could have just shot them from the city. Nope. Had to be dumb and run them out there. One of these days, I hope to just be able to broadcast my travels straight to the channel from my phone. But unfortunately, according to YouTube, I have to have at least 50 subscribers before they let me do that. Right now, we're poking close to it, but we're not quite there yet. Like 44 or 43 for the past couple of months. Take there actually. It's a little further out than the previous one, but it's worth all those resources right there. Hey, they're actually shooting it this time. Some of those spare soldiers do come in handy once in a while.
People, it's all papers. It's all papers. Normal people.
Start building up some of those so that nothing can really cause too much havoc.
Wealth consists. It's all papers.
Definitely one barbarified island. They won't get that far, I'm sure. That might have been that. Yep. turns still.
Everything has it. Those who
Nothing to worry about there.
the Lord made, if it's natural to kill.
Welcome, we are currently doing Civilization 6, and we're doing a as far as you can get run, just as some in-between content between our travel videos and such. Starting to feel a little groggy, but nothing yet. Nothing terrible. Where is our settler? Took so long to get there.
Building.
Need both of those right now. Go Grove. Twitch notification. No. Nothing of great importance.
Without mathematics.
Me. Don't have to fight when we're so big and powerful. Come on, you want to pick a fight? We'll give you a fight. We'll win. After all, one guy has Arthur, one civilization has Beowulf and Sun Wukong, and then we have one which has the the twins, which basically give every unit they slay an additional unit for the person whose character belongs to. And Hercules and so many other situations. Speaking of Sun Wukong, we've got him back. Yeesh. This guy has been running around for decades, unable to find a location to be used properly. Have to apparently be near barbarians in order to actually, I don't know, somehow. I'm not quite sure how to explain that. I don't even understand it myself. I'm just like, why does he have to even be near a barbarian encampment? I was sitting here just trying to process it in my mind, and I was like, it just didn't add up. Anyway. Yes, I know that great general is supposed to be Boadicea, reference to the ancient Celt leaders of old and whatnot, but it really doesn't make much into it, in all honesty. Notifications popping up again on my phone, trying to disturb me. Sorry, I'm kind of in the middle of making a text message, something important. Alrighty then, let's get back to it then. Sorry about that. I was making a bit of a text message for a very important situation that happened a couple days back. Wanted to make sure everything was square with the one situation so I don't have to think about it. Anyway, that's all I had to say about it. I'm not going to go into specifics. We'll just get right back into it.
A man on a horse.
Oh, I didn't really want to even bother to have another video for this though, but I didn't have another readily available side game that I could throw in for content. I do personally prefer going and traveling and exploring places, and if only I could get enough, followers and subscribers so I could do that. Just go live right from my phone and be like, this is, such and such a place at such and such a time. text message I have to make real quick. Alright, back to it once more. Now the empires begin to sprawl out there and build.
Inventions.
Probably has to be on in the spot with a naval unit, I'm sure. Some barbarians have been discovered. Make a save file. Let's see what time it is. It's about 11 o'clock. Oh, I think I'll do a couple more turns real quick. Some.
science.
Let's see where in the world Sinbad got off to. Now that way, there's even less barbarians to worry about. Basically, just limiting numbers. Let's see what we got going on here. Still behind in science. We're leading in culture domination, and they finally took over diplomacy, which is not good. Now we don't have to worry about that. Yes, that one has to still be by a barbarian unit somewhere. One of the most implausible things to track down somehow. Pushing silver.
There is no easy way to train us.
Silver, if he's trying to get iron off of us, he's gonna have to pay a lot more than that. Totally, he's pushing silver. I don't know why silver was in my mind when I said that. Just the fact that silver is another metal, but I'm like, if we're gonna be pushing silver, we're not pushing silver. I'm just throwing it up for whatever. Not really trying to push it anywhere. Just throwing it up there.
Strategy required. him that's overcome.
Harald Sigurðarson stendur fyrir.
Man, he looks different with that one.
An architect should live.
Nei, nei.
Now, Alexander the Great has goobers. It's a lot more up than that. Let's see what else we got. No. There's nothing I could really use that stuff for.
Everything has it.
Nowhere near worth it. Nowhere near. Just after 11. Oh, quick save just to save our progress. And the Norwegians are certainly getting a rear kick by the looks of things. Nowhere near worth it. I have to ship a lot more than that. Nope. Fair enough. I'd say. Alright, can't enter their borders.
before?
If you see a cat,
Starting to feel tired now. Might have to wrap it up here shortly. Nevera.
What can be labelled? An architecture. The four characters. The four characters. The more science.
Suppose better than nothing.
You must not lose faith. cannot imagine.
I'm not strong enough to put that kind of a unit.
Rocks in my path. The more science.
That unit would only be able to fight that one other unit if they were in an encampment. Or in a fortress sorts of thing. With a lot more other units around them. Basically I have to drag them back to the encampment area, fortify them, and then by the time the enemies arrive, they should be well within their defenses. Solves that problem. Somebody's certainly becoming aggressive. I suppose. Oh, sounds like someone's declared war.
Ich verstehe.
Man, that waterway is certainly overflooding a lot. Someone apparently declared war on the one dude, and the one dude's declaring war back. For what point and purpose, I have no idea. But as far as I can tell, not much I have to worry about. The time I actually have to consider it a problem will be way too strong to worry about it. Technically, we already kinda are. Okay, see which one's which. Their war. Everyone else is peaceful. Yeah, they're way too far away to worry about.
Rocks in my...
Someone certainly was having a firework outside. Or so it would seem. Yeah, I guess. Not really helpful that way. What we can really do right now is try to find us our enemy. Not likely to be worthwhile. But
diplomat is a man. Diplomatism.
Yep, a diplomat is a person. You're not wrong. But you're also not right. I had to. It's the third time we've heard that in a row. It is this. No kidding. No idea where they're trying to go. Said I didn't go to bed a little earlier, is all. Each of those bangs sounds just a little bit closer.
I saw a bang this. saw a bang this in diplomacy.
I think that's about gonna do it for that. Was weird. Thank you all for watching. I hope you tune in again tomorrow for some of our travel videos along the way from our time here, our home here in Oswego to Canandaigua. It's a 2.5 hour ride, 2 different directions. So I hope you tune in if you like those sorts of travel videos. I'll try to do a couple of little snippets, clips along the way, as much as I can. Thank you all for watching and tuning in.